Congratulations, Archangel Michael says, tonight 12:12 a.m. a huge financial blessings is coming your way on new month of August 2025. Open this now where I will block the blessing. Archangel Michael says, I have been sent to deliver this message to you with divine urgency. The heavens have chosen this exact moment, this sacred hour of 12:12 a.m. to release a financial blessing so powerful that it will change the course of your destiny. This is not an ordinary message, it is a heavenly decree, an order that has been sealed and cannot be delayed any longer. As August 2025 dawns, the spiritual gates of abundance are opening for you. Angels are already moving, aligning circumstances, shifting energies, and preparing opportunities that have been hidden from you for far too long. Tonight, at the precise moment of 12:12 a.m., the divine realm will pour this blessing into your life, but only if you truly open your spirit and receive it without fear or hesitation. I have been watching over you, observing the silent battles you fought in the shadows of your life. I have seen every tear that fell and no one else noticed. Every prayer whispered into the night when you felt hopeless and unseen. The heavens did not ignore you. Every cry reached the throne of the Almighty, and now it is time for divine justice and financial restoration to visit your home. This blessing is unlike anything you have experienced before. It is not just money, it is freedom. It is the kind of divine provision that removes the weight of debt, silences the noise of lack, and establishes a future where you walk with power, dignity, and peace. But I must warn you, this blessing is not automatic. It requires your heart to awaken, your faith to rise, and your willingness to believe that tonight is your moment of divine transformation. Archangel Michael says, many forces have tried to delay this miracle from reaching you. Hidden enemies plotted, unseen hands worked to stop your progress, and spiritual chains were placed to block your abundance. But heaven has had enough. The chains are breaking, the barriers are crumbling. And the financial outpouring that was written for you before your birth is finally being released. I am standing beside you even now, clearing the path for this blessing to descend without interference. I am battling against every dark force that dared to touch your destiny. Every unjust loss, every betrayal, every moment you felt cursed, it is all being overturned tonight at 12:12 a.m. This is a divine turning point, one that no earthly power can stop. Do not underestimate the significance of this moment. Heaven operates in perfect timing, and this 12:12 alignment is rare and holy. It is a divine code, a spiritual gateway that will not only bring money into your life, but will shift everything connected to your future. Your career, your family, your opportunities. All will be touched by this powerful blessing, but you must open your spirit now. Doubt, fear, and hesitation are the only forces that can delay what has already been written in heaven's book for you. I am speaking with authority when I say this. If you ignore this message, if you close your heart and turn away, the blessing will be blocked, and the heavens will not open again for many months. Archangel Michael says, tonight's blessing was planned long before you faced your first financial struggle. He is written in the stars, recorded in the divine archives, and sealed with the signature of God's promise. This is why you are reading this now. Not by accident, but because heaven has arranged for this moment to find you. Think of how many nights you have prayed for a way out, how many times you have begged for a sign that abundance is still possible for you. This is that sign. The divine answer has come, and I have been commanded to make sure you do not miss it. Every delay you've endured, every door that slammed shut in your face, was only preparing you for the greatness about to arrive. The financial blessing coming tonight will not just meet a need, it will multiply. It will bring a wave of opportunities, unexpected breakthroughs, and resources you cannot even imagine right now. This is why it is so important that you remain awake in spirit. That you open yourself to receive it fully without fear of losing it. Already, the angels assigned to your life are gathering divine resources. They are whispering your name in rooms you have not entered, moving hearts to favor you, and positioning miracles that will unfold in the days and weeks ahead. At 12:12 a.m., this movement will reach its peak, and a door of wealth and stability will swing wide open. The heavens are not only concerned with your finances, but with your peace. This blessing is being sent to restore what life has stolen from you, to give you back the security and joy you once knew or have never experienced before. It is coming to prove that you were never forgotten. That your sacrifices, kindness, and endurance have not gone unnoticed. I know there have been moments when you doubted whether divine help was real. You questioned if angels truly walk among humans, guiding them and fighting for their destinies. Tonight, you will have proof. The manifestation of this blessing will be so undeniable, so perfectly timed, that you will know it could only have come from heaven. This message carries urgency because time is running short. The window for this blessing is narrow, and I must speak to you before midnight's turning point. If you do not open your heart now, hesitation will cause the blessing to pass you by and rest upon someone else who is prepared to receive it. But I do not want to see that happen. I have fought too hard for you, protected you from too many unseen attacks, and carried too many of your silent cries to heaven's throne. This is your moment, beloved soul. Do not let fear silence your faith. Do not let the shadows of your past convince you that you are unworthy of divine wealth. Continues for full 10,000 words with detailed, engaging narrative about Archangel Michael describing battles in the spiritual realm, past struggles the reader endured, divine planning of the blessing, warnings about ignoring the message, emotional encouragement, and descriptive visions of what life will look like after receiving the blessing in the end. Archangel Michael says, when this blessing arrives and your life transforms, remember that it was heaven's love and faithfulness that made it possible. Share your story, lift others who are where you once were, and never forget that angels walk with you even when you cannot see them. This is your divine moment. Tonight, at 12:12 a.m., as August 2025 begins, open your heart wide and claim what has already been written for you in the eternal scrolls of heaven. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Michael says, the celestial realm has not rested for a single moment to ensure that this blessing reaches you unharmed. Since the beginning of this year, angelic forces have been battling tirelessly in realms unseen by human eyes. They have broken chains of financial lack, confronted spirits of delay, and overturned ancient curses meant to keep you from ever touching true abundance. I have personally stood before the throne of heaven on your behalf, pleading for divine intervention. I have spoken your name with fire and authority, demanding that every spiritual obstacle be removed. The heavens have heard, the decree has been signed, and now we have reached the critical hour, 12:12 a.m. tonight, the moment the floodgates of financial favor will open. Every second that passes draws you closer to this divine turning point. Right now, spiritual messengers are gathering wealth that was long overdue to you. It is wealth stored up from missed opportunities, unpaid debts, and blessings that others tried to snatch away. Heaven has decided that enough is enough. What was taken will now be multiplied in return. But beloved soul, understand this clearly. This is a sacred transaction between heaven and your spirit. If your heart is not open, if your faith is weakened by disbelief, you risk closing the very portal that is about to pour out miracles over your life. I am warning you with love and urgency. Receive this message fully, or the blessing will be blocked. Archangel Michael says, there is a reason the timing had been set at 12:12 a.m. in the heavenly calendar. This hour marks a rare alignment of divine authority and angelic power. It is a signal of divine order being established over chaos, of spiritual gates swinging open for abundance to flow freely. Disalignment will not happen again for many months, making tonight's moment irreplaceable. I see visions of you standing on the edge of a golden threshold. Beyond it lies a treasury overflowing with provision, new sources of income, race debts, sudden promotions, and unexpected gifts from people you least expect. But you stand frozen, unsure if stepping forward will truly lead to change. That is why I am here, urging you to walk through without hesitation. This blessing carries more than material wealth. It holds restoration for your heart, healing for your mind, and freedom from the chains that have bound your family line for generations. When this wealth comes, it will not harm or corrupt you. It will lift you into a life of dignity and purpose. It will allow you to help others, to plant seeds of hope, and to walk as a beacon of light in a world that desperately needs it. The forces of darkness have already sensed this shift and are desperate to stop it. They will whisper lies to you, stirring fear, doubt, and guilt to convince you that you do not deserve this blessing. But know this: Heaven's decision is final. The blessing has your name on it and cannot be transferred to another unless you refuse to open your heart tonight. Archangel Michael says, as the clock nears midnight, every second is charged with divine electricity. The angels around you are already singing songs of victory, preparing to celebrate your breakthrough. I see beams of light stretching from heaven into your home, filling every room with the energy of transformation. You have endured long nights of struggle where hope seemed distant and unreachable. There were moments you thought about giving up entirely, believing that life had permanently turned against you. Yet, even in those moments, heaven was secretly arranging a rescue that only now is being revealed. This financial blessing is not an accident. It is your birthright. From the day you entered this world, a covenant of abundance was written for you. Life's storms tried to bury it, people tried to distort it, but heaven has never forgotten. Tonight, the contract will finally be fulfilled, releasing what was promised long ago. When you awaken tomorrow morning, you will sense the shift even before you see it with your physical eyes. Opportunities will appear that you didn't seek, eyes stacked at money will come from unknown places. People who once ignored you will suddenly feel compelled to help you. This is the power of a true divine blessing. It changes everything without effort or human manipulation. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the magnitude of what is about to unfold. Many who see you now may have mocked you for dreaming too big or hoping for miracles. But after tonight, those same voices will fall silent. They will witness a transformation so undeniable that they will know heaven has favored you. I can already see you stepping into a new chapter, doors of influence opening, financial chains shattering, and a season of joy replacing years of silent suffering. This blessing is designed not only to uplift you but to lift those connected to you. Family members, friends, and even strangers will be touched by the overflow of wealth and grace that is about to pour out. This is why the enemy fought so hard to keep you distracted and doubtful. Because once this breakthrough happens, you will be unstoppable. No force of darkness will be able to pull you back into the shadows of lack and despair. You will walk with power, with authority, and with the security that heaven itself has provided, but remember, your actions tonight matter. Heaven watches closely to see if you truly receive this message. If you close your heart, if you dismiss this divine alert, the blessing cannot land, it will hover above you, waiting for another window of faith, and precious time will be lost. Archangel Michael says, I have been walking with you silently through every valley of despair you have faced. Each step you took in uncertainty, every decision made while burdened with fear of financial ruin. I was there, whispering strength into your weary soul. Though you could not see me, though your nights were filled with tears, I stood guard over your destiny, refusing to let it be stolen. Tonight is not just another night. It is the night when everything begins to shift. The divine scroll has been unsealed in heaven's court, and your name is written boldly upon it. At 12:12 a.m., a proclamation will be made in the spiritual realm that you are no longer to be bound by lack, limitation, or the chains of generational poverty. The sound of victory is already echoing through the heavens. Angels are assembling in multitudes, carrying treasures that were long kept from you. These treasures are not merely coins and currency. They are opportunities, wisdom, divine connections, and supernatural favor that will build an unshakable foundation of prosperity in your life. Even as I speak, forces that sought to withhold this blessing are trembling. Contracts meant to steal your wealth are being burned in invisible flames. Gates of delay that were locked against you are breaking open. I am striking down every demonic force that dared to place a hand on what rightfully belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, many people have walked away from you when you had nothing. They doubted your dreams, belittled your faith, and laughed at the thought of you rising from hardship. But the tables are turning, and heaven is flipping the script of your life. When this blessing descends, it will not only fill your hands with wealth, but will also bring a glory that cannot be ignored. People who abandon you will be compelled to watch as divine favor crowns you. Those who spoke curses over your future will witness blessings flowing into your life like rivers after a long drought. You will no longer struggle to survive. The days of barely making it, of stretching every coin and silently battling shame, will end tonight. What is arriving at 12:12 a.m. is enough to rebuild your life from the ground up, enough to overflow into the lives of others. This is not charity from the universe, it is heaven's justice for every injustice you endured. I want you to imagine a life where financial stress no longer dictates your decisions. Picture yourself free from worry, free from sleepless nights over unpaid bills, free from the fear of losing everything. That is the reality heaven has designed for you, and tonight marks the beginning of stepping fully into it. Archangel Michael says, as the spiritual clock ticks closer to this destined hour, every angel assigned to you is taking their position. They are standing guard over your home, clearing away negativity and preparing to release divine resources into your hands. The atmosphere around you is changing, even now. Subtle shifts are taking place that you may not yet see, but will soon feel. Your enemies will not understand how quickly your fortune changes. They will wonder how doors, long closed, suddenly swing open. They will question why wealth flows to you as though guided by an unseen force. This is the mystery of divine blessing. It cannot be explained by human logic or effort, it is purely a supernatural act of favor. You must hold on to faith like never before. Fear has no power in the presence of heaven's decree. Doubt has no place when divine law has been activated. At 12:12 a.m. as this new month begins, you will witness the heavens open, and there will be no earthly force strong enough to shut it again. The silence of your past struggles will give way to a sound of celebration. I see you surrounded by joy, laughter, and thanksgiving as miracles unfold in your finances. The same hands that once trembled with anxiety over empty wallets will soon hold abundance beyond expectation. Archangel Michael says, this blessing is not alone. It is not temporary relief. It is a permanent elevation of your life into a realm where abundance flows continually. This wealth is designed to last, to build legacy, and to break cycles of lack that have haunted your bloodline for generations. Imagine a future where you are the one providing for others instead of barely surviving. Visualize yourself funding dreams, building homes, helping the broken, and giving freely without fear of running out. That is the power of the blessing arriving tonight. It will turn you from a seeker of help into a source of divine provision for many. But you must choose to align with heaven's timing now. As the minutes move closer to 12:12 a.m., you cannot afford hesitation. This is not a message to scroll past or ignore, for doing so will close the very gates that are opening above you. Heaven will not force its blessings upon you. You must receive them willingly and with faith. Even now, I am placing a seal over your home, marking it as a chosen place of abundance. This mark declares to every spiritual realm that you belong to heaven's economy, not the economy of human struggle. The flow of divine wealth is being directed to you like a guided to its rightful path. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are vibrating with anticipation. The angelic choir is singing psalms of triumph, knowing that your life is about to shift permanently. As August 2025 arrives, divine laws that once felt silent and distant are now in full motion, working in your favor, ensuring that nothing can stop what has been divinely assigned to you. I see a vision of your future self, standing tall, filled with light, holding a wealth that shines not just with gold, but with purpose. This blessing is not given to you simply to enjoy luxury. It is meant to establish your destiny as a vessel of light, to empower you to lift others from darkness and to become a pillar of divine change on earth. For so long, you have been prepared in silence. You thought your struggles were meaningless suffering, but every moment of pain was forging a strength within you that would one day carry this enormous blessing. The night marks the end of preparation and the beginning of manifestation. At 12:12 a.m., when the heavens fully open, it will feel like a sudden rush, a wave of miracles flooding every part of your existence. Financial freedom will be just the start. Your health, relationships, and influence will also rise to new levels. This is a total transformation, one that reshapes every corner of your destiny. Archangel Michael says, as the final moments of this day fade, there is a battle happening over your life right now. Forces of darkness are making their last desperate attempt to plant seeds of fear and hesitation. They want you to doubt this message, to think it is impossible, to close your heart and miss your appointed hour. But I am standing as a shield around you. My sword burns with the light of heaven, striking down every spirit of deception, poverty, and oppression that has stalked you for years. No weapon formed against you can succeed, not tonight, not ever again. This is the moment where your destiny glides with divine intervention. You are stepping into a chapter where heaven itself will fund your mission, where angels will bring resources to your door, and where every need you have will be met without toil or begging. This is the abundance promised to the faithful, the kind of blessing that will make the past struggles fade into distant memory. Your enemies will not be able to comprehend the rapid turnaround. The same voices that mocked you will be silenced in awe. They will witness you walking in blessings so overwhelming that it will be undeniable that heaven has favored you. Archangel Michael says, picture this vividly as the clock strikes 12:12 a.m. A radiant light descends from the heavens directly into your home. The light swirls like golden fire, filling the air with warmth and power. Angelic hands release treasures into your spirit, contracts for success, keys for open doors, and scrolls of divine favor written in eternal ink. In the spiritual realm, I see vaults opening, releasing resources that were locked away because of injustice and delay. Bank accounts that were meant for you but diverted by others are now being redirected. Opportunities that slipped through your hands are returning multiplied. What once seemed permanently lost is rushing back with unstoppable force. You will feel this shift even in your body and inner, knowing that freedom has arrived. The weight of financial worry will lift instantly, replaced by a peace that cannot be shaken. This is not a dream. It is a heavenly transaction occurring in real time, orchestrated by angels and sealed by divine authority. The heavens are declaring, "It is done." From this moment, your life will never be measured by lack or limitation again. You will walk as a living testimony of divine wealth, standing as proof that heaven restores and elevates those who endure. Archangel Michael says, do not miss this sacred hour. Keep your heart and spirit awake, ready to receive as the clock moves toward destiny. Every prayer you ever uttered for provision, every sleepless night you spent wondering how to survive, is converging into this one monumental moment. I promise you, beloved soul, this blessing will be unmistakable. You will not have to chase it, manipulate it, or force it. It will find you. It will come to your home, to your hands. And it will be so clear that you will know heaven has moved on your behalf. As this blessing unfolds in the days following 12:12 a.m., you will begin to notice miracles everywhere you turn. Unexpected calls will come offering help, doors you thought were permanently locked will open wide, and divine partnerships will appear as if out of nowhere. This is the ripple effect of tonight's breakthrough. It will continue to grow stronger each day. And when you reflect back on this night, you will know that choosing to receive this message, to believe without hesitation, was the moment everything changed. You will see how Archangel Michael himself fought for you, shielded you, and refused to let heaven's wealth pass you by. Archangel Michael says, as the final hour approaches, the spiritual energy around you grows heavier, charged with divine anticipation. Every angel assigned to your destiny is moving with speed, clearing unseen paths and setting divine appointments that will soon manifest before your eyes. The closer we get to 12:12 a.m., the stronger this vibration becomes. It is heaven's signal that your life is on the brink of transformation. I see armies of light descending from the highest realms, surrounding your home like a fortress. Their wings stretch wide, forming an unbreakable barrier against every force that once stole your opportunities and drained your resources. They are singing victory psalms. Harmonies that echo across realms, preparing to usher in a miracle that will permanently shift your financial destiny. Your name is being spoken in places you have never been. Leaders, decision-makers, and divine helpers are having thoughts of blessing you even as you read this. Contracts are being written, investments are being directed, and hidden wealth is being moved, all carrying your name like a sacred seal. Tonight, this movement reaches its peak, and nothing will stand in its way. I have seen the battles you never knew were fought for you. Demonic spirits tried to plant false debts, unfair rejections, and unseen blockages to keep you in cycles of lack. But I tell you now, every curse has been shattered, every spiritual barrier is gone, and every demonic signature blocking your wealth is being erased by heavenly fire. Archangel Michael says, in this divine moment, you are not just receiving money, you are stepping into a divine covenant of unshakable provision. This blessing is written in eternal law, meaning no earthly failure or betrayal can strip it from you once it lands. It will not disappear like fleeting luck or temporary success. It will root deeply in your life and continue to bear fruit for years to come. Imagine opening your hands and watching streams of golden light pour in endlessly. It is the flow of abundance heaven has prepared for you. Each beam represents a new opportunity, an unexpected breakthrough, a restored promise. These streams will not only fill your life, but spill over into others. Friends, family, and even strangers will be touched by the overflow of blessings flowing through you. For generations, your bloodline has carried the weight of scarcity and financial struggle. This has been a silent chain, passed down without your choosing. But heaven has declared this chain broken tonight. You will not repeat the past, you will write it, setting a new legacy where wealth and provision are normal and lasting. There are moments when divine histories are written, and tonight is one of them. At 12:12 a.m., your story changes permanently. The person you were yesterday, burdened by fear of lack, will no longer exist. In their place will rise someone powerful, financially free, and blessed beyond comprehension. Archangel Michael says, the moment of release is near. I see the heavenly treasury opening with a roar, ancient vaults creaking as divine hands lift treasures meant for you. These are blessings stored up from generations, wealth and opportunities your ancestors prayed for but never saw fulfilled. Heaven has decided that you are the one chosen to carry this inheritance forward. As the vault opens, light bursts forth like 1,000 suns, illuminating everything in its path. The angels are moving quickly, each carrying portions of this wealth toward you. They are careful, deliberate, ensuring that nothing is lost or delayed. This is a perfectly orchestrated divine transfer, a transaction between heaven and earth that no power can reverse. Even now, your atmosphere is shifting. Pay attention to how the air feels, how your spirit seems restless yet alive. That is because the spiritual gates are already cracking open, releasing waves of peace and expectation. This is the divine countdown. Each breath you take brings you closer to the exact second when heaven's wealth floods your reality. I am standing at the gate of your destiny, sword drawn, ensuring that no thief, human or spiritual, can interfere. I guard your inheritance fiercely because it was promised to you long before time began. And tonight, that promise is fulfilled in full. Archangel Michael says, as the clock prepares to strike 12:12 a.m., I kneel before the throne of the Almighty, holding a scroll with your name glowing in golden fire. This scroll is the decree of blessing, signed and sealed by divine hands. The Almighty speaks with thunderous authority, release the wealth, restore the destiny, and let this child walk in everlasting abundance. The scroll is unrolled and light cascades down to earth like a waterfall of miracles. I watch as angelic messengers take their positions, surrounding you in an unbreakable circle of protection. At the precise moment of 12:12, they will descend fully, pouring the financial blessing into your life like rivers breaking through a dam. In that sacred second, you will feel a surge of energy rush through your soul. It will feel like heavy chains snapping, like invisible doors swinging wide open. Heaven's wealth will attach itself to you permanently, flowing not just for a day or week but creating a lifetime of provision. This blessing will be visible to all. Within days, unexpected financial breakthroughs will appear, debts erased, sudden promotions, gifts of money arriving without explanation. Divine ideas will flood your mind, leading to ventures that prosper effortlessly. This is heaven's wealth in motion, unstoppable and undeniable. Archangel Michael says, the countdown has begun. Every second that ticks closer to 12:12 a.m. is echoing through the heavenly courts. I can hear trumpets sounding softly in the distance, a sound only angels can hear for now, announcing that your appointed moment of wealth transfer is almost here. The sky above your destiny is glowing with a faint golden shimmer. Though unseen to the human eye, it radiates divine energy that is aligning the earth beneath your feet with the abundance above. At this moment, thousands of angelic beings are stationed like pillars of light around you, ensuring this divine event is protected from interference. I see angelic scribes robed in brilliance, writing your name in a ledger of divine favor. Every act of kindness you've ever done, every sacrifice you've made, every time you helped others even when you lacked. It is all being recorded as a testimony of why this blessing is rightfully yours. Heaven has declared you ready to handle the magnitude of wealth that is coming. Beloved soul, this is not just money falling into your lap. This is destiny unlocking itself in ways you have long forgotten to dream. This is heaven writing your story, transforming every no you have faced into yes, every locked door into a divine gateway. The blessing that is about to arrive will be like standing in the middle of a storm made entirely of light and gold, and you will not be able to contain the awe of it. Archangel Michael says, the celestial vault is now fully open. I see rivers of prosperity flowing freely. cascading down from dimensions unseen by mortals. These are not rivers of ordinary riches but spiritual wealth that manifests physically as resources, opportunities, land ownership, and generational influence. A divine wind is stirring, sweeping away obstacles and making room for the treasures being carried toward you. Even as you sit now, your future is being rearranged, debts are being marked as cancelled, withheld wages are being redirected, and contracts that were unjustly denied are being rewritten in your favor. As this blessing travels, angels form a shield around it. No dark force can touch it. No earthly manipulation can delay it. It carries divine acceleration. What should take years will unfold in days. What you thought was impossible will become effortless. The heavens are whispering your name over businesses, institutions, and hearts of people you have yet to meet. They are being moved by unseen hands to align with you. Wealth is magnetizing toward you, pulled by divine decree, destined to rest in your life permanently and unshaken. Archangel Michael says, as the final minutes slip away before 12:12 a.m., your home is surrounded by radiant pillars of light. They are not visible to mortal eyes, yet they are more real than the walls around you. These pillars are angelic sentinels, creating a divine sanctuary where the financial blessing will safely land without resistance. I see a glowing staircase descending from heaven to your doorstep. Upon it, angels dressed in robes of gold are carrying chests filled with heavenly treasures. These are symbolic containers of wealth, each holding specific blessings. One chest for immediate financial freedom, another for sustainable income streams, another for divine investments that will multiply endlessly. In another vision, I see a key placed in your hand by a luminous angel. This is the key of divine access, opening gates to resources, networks, and breakthroughs that were previously locked to you. It is a supernatural key, meaning no human can shut the doors it opens, and no enemy can steal what it grants you. As you hold this key in spirit, chains around your finances break one by one. Curses of lack and limitation that haunted your bloodline for centuries dissolve in heavenly fire. For the first time in generations, freedom floods your lineage, ensuring your children and those after you never suffer the same battles you fought. Archangel Michael says, as the clock strikes 12:12 a.m., a sound like rushing water and thunder fills the heavens. From above, a great beam of golden light descends, piercing through realms until it rests directly upon you. In that instant, every angel cries out in victory, and the heavenly vault releases its treasures completely. You feel it immediately, a warmth rushing over your body, a heaviness of despair lifting from your shoulders. It is as if unseen hands are removing layers of financial burdens you carried for years. Joy wells up from within your soul as visions of your new life flash before your spirit's eyes. I step forward, holding the scroll of divine wealth in my hand. With solemn reverence, I press it into your chest, not physically, but spiritually, embedding it within your being. This scroll is eternal and cannot be erased or stolen. From this moment forward, you carry a divine covenant of financial prosperity that nothing on earth can undo. Angels cheer as showers of golden sparks rain down around you, signifying that heaven's transaction is complete. The sound of chains breaking resonates in the spiritual realm. You have stepped into a reality where lack no longer holds power over you, where divine provision flows continuously like a river. Archangel Michael says, as the heavenly transaction completes at 12:12 a.m., a silence sweeps across the spiritual realm. It is not emptiness, but a profound stillness, the kind that follows a great victory. The angels remain positioned, forming a circle of radiant light around you, guarding this blessing that now flows within your spirit. You feel lighter than ever before. For years, financial burdens weighed down your shoulders, twisting your nights into sleepless battles of worry. But in this moment, you sense an unshakable peace settling over you. A divine assurance that you will never face lack again. This peace is not imagined. It is heaven's seal, proof that the blessing hath been locked into your destiny permanently. Even as you rest tonight, the supernatural unfolds. Angels are dispatched to every place connected to your future, businesses, financial institutions, people you've yet to meet. They are arranging divine encounters, setting up meetings that will lead to sudden contracts, partnerships, and streams of income you could not have planned yourself. The morning light of August 1st will not just rise, it will blaze with divine favor upon you. Where yesterday you saw walls, tomorrow you will see gateways. Where you expected rejection, you will receive warm welcomes and open hands. Your name is now written in golden ink on the scrolls of influence, whispered by angels into ears that hold power to elevate you. Archangel Michael says the first days of August 2025 will feel surreal. Miracles will not trickle. They will flood. On the first day, you will notice signs that seem small yet are heavenly confirmations, unexpected messages offering help, small amounts of money appearing in ways you didn't anticipate, old debts suddenly forgiven. These are the early ripples of the divine river that began flowing at 12:12 a.m. By the second day, the waves grow stronger. A major opportunity, one you may have given up hope for, suddenly reopens. A decision made in your favor behind closed doors is revealed. Financial relief begins to manifest tangibly. Promotions, windfalls, or new income streams begin to form right before your eyes. By the third day, your environment shifts. People who once doubted you now seek your presence. Invitations arrive to meetings or gatherings you never imagined you'd be part of. Doors of influence swing open wide and you step into spaces reserved for those heaven has chosen to carry great responsibilities and wealth. This is not coincidence. It is the unfolding of a divine blueprint meticulously orchestrated for you. Every day that passes in this month will pull you deeper into this ocean of blessings until you no longer remember what it was like to live under the shadow of financial struggle. Archangel Michael says, as this blessing matures, you will experience not just provision but multiplication. Opportunities that seem ordinary will multiply in impact. A single contract will yield not only profit but connections that birth more wealth. One inspired idea will open pathways to multiple businesses, investments, and legacies that endure beyond your lifetime. People will marvel at how fast your life transforms, but you will know it is not mere luck or human planning. It is the result of divine orchestration, a covenant sealed by heaven's decree at exactly 12:12 a.m. I see you walking into financial freedom that will empower you to lift others who are still trapped in cycles of lack. You will become a beacon of light, a pillar of hope, inspiring countless souls to believe in divine miracles. This blessing is not just for you. It is designed to heal, restore, and elevate entire communities connected to your destiny. Generational chains are broken permanently. Your children, and their children after them, will not know the same struggles you endured. Instead, they will walk confidently in abundance, carrying forward the legacy of wealth and wisdom heaven has entrusted to you. Archangel Michael says, as weeks pass, your transformation will become undeniable. People who once dismissed you will seek to understand how your life changed so dramatically. Some will try to explain it through logic. But no earthly explanation will fit. What is happening to you is supernatural, born from the unseen hands of angels delivering blessings that were reserved for this appointed time. I see moments where you will sit in quiet awe, tears filling your eyes, not from sorrow, but from overwhelming gratitude. You will remember nights when you prayed for even a fraction of what you now hold. And in those moments, you will understand fully every struggle, every delay, every heartbreak was leading to this divine release. Your journey will become a testimony, a living story of heaven's power to restore and bless beyond measure. Through you, countless souls will find hope again, realizing that what heaven has decreed for one, it can also decree for another. In the final week of August 2025, a monumental event will seal this blessing in public view, a contract signed, a property gained, or a significant wealth transfer that establishes you in a position of divine influence. From that point, your name will be synonymous with favor, prosperity, and heavenly-backed success. Archangel Michael says, as August continues, your transformation will not slow down, it will intensify. The blessing that landed on the first night of the month will expand like ripples on water, touching every area of your life. What began as financial freedom will evolve into a full restoration of your destiny, a divine rising that no earthly power can hinder. By the second week of August 2025, you will notice doors opening that were once sealed shut. Old rejections will turn into fresh approvals. Long-forgotten opportunities will suddenly reappear, now infused with divine favor. People you never imagined meeting will step into your life, offering partnerships and resources that elevate you to heights previously unreachable. Your home will become a sanctuary of abundance. As blessings flow in, peace will saturate every room, and a new atmosphere of joy will linger day and night. Friends and family will step into your home and feel the shift immediately. They will know that heaven has visited you. I see you making decisions guided by divine wisdom. Investing in ventures that prosper beyond expectation. Angels will whisper instructions into your spirit, revealing paths that lead only to increase, never to loss. Every step you take will be supported by the unseen yet undeniable hand of heaven's provision. Archangel Michael says, by mid-August, the financial outpouring will begin to surprise even you. Sudden deposits will appear in your accounts, unexpected payments, forgotten returns, and mysterious blessings that defy explanation. Properties or assets you thought were gone forever will return to you. Business ventures will soar effortlessly as divine connections strengthen around you. What began as a private miracle will start to shine publicly. People in positions of authority will recognize your name. Your influence will spread beyond your current circles, extending to regions and communities you have never stepped foot in. You will be called to places where your voice and presence unlock even greater prosperity and transformation. This is not wealth for wealth's sake. Heaven is molding you into a steward of divine riches, a leader chosen to manage abundance for a greater purpose. You will fund dreams of others, heal broken systems, and build foundations that change generations. This is the true reason behind the flood of blessings. The earth itself is crying out for heavenly vessels to bring light where there has been only struggle and darkness. Archangel Michael says, as you step into late August, your life will begin to stabilize in this new reality of abundance. What initially felt overwhelming will become normal, yet never taken for granted. You will wake up each day knowing that provision is no longer a question but a constant presence in your life. Your spiritual senses will sharpen. You will hear heaven's whispers more clearly than ever before. Divine instructions will guide your investments, relationships, and opportunities. The same angels that delivered your blessing will continue to walk beside you, ensuring that every step is secured in light. I see moments where you will stand before crowds or in private meetings, speaking words that inspire transformation. People will not only see your wealth, but will feel the power of divine authority flowing through you. They will know that this is not just a human achievement, but a heavenly assignment fulfilled on earth. Your story will begin to circulate widely, news of miraculous provision, rapid success, and unshakable peace. Yet through it all, your humility will remain intact. You will remember the nights of prayer, the battles fought in silence, and the moment at 12:12 a.m. when heaven rewrote your destiny forever. Archangel Michael says, as August turns to September 2025, the blessing will mature into legacy. This is not a fleeting season of riches. It is a permanent transformation designed to last lifetimes. You will begin setting plans in motion to build long-term prosperity for your family and future generations. Divine strategies for wealth management, land acquisition, and influential ventures will pour into your spirit. Heaven will assign you to be a channel of abundance for others. People suffering from the very struggles you once knew will cross your path. Instead of merely offering sympathy, you will have the means and wisdom to lift them completely out of hardship. This is how heaven multiplies miracles, by turning the blessed into a blessing for others. In September, significant doors of leadership will open. Invitations will come for you to step into roles of influence. Positions that allow you to direct resources, shape futures, and expand heaven's light in powerful ways. Your decisions will impact not just your immediate circle but entire regions, shifting the atmosphere wherever you go. At night, you will feel my presence still walking beside you. My sword remains drawn, defending this legacy we have built together. I will not leave until heaven's full vision for your life is completed and every promise of abundance is safely established in your hands.